Well. Look what the cat has drug in. Malcolm and I. Welcome back for another season of this. The Monday afternoon with Malcolm and Greg and Malcolm, Beavis and Butthead, all those great historical duos, Bonnie and Clyde. You pick your poison. As we do each and every Monday, we bring it to you at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will sit down and disseminate everything that we want to talk about probably later in the week, because we started the week here on M3. Well, actually, technically, Devon starts the week, but we're talking the work week. So, but tune in and check him out on Sundays at 5 p.m. for the Blurred Council. But if you are on the Roman calendar, Monday starts the week, and here we are. So we talk about news. We make lots of fun of news because the way this show started, just give you guys a little background, is we used to record Malcolm's podcast during this time, and we noticed let's just go live and record it. Fuck it. And we noticed that we started getting a huge audience. So we turned it into this. And here it is. Now, Malcolm, I've missed you, my bearded friend. You cleaned yourself up. You washed your face. I like it.
A little bit. I was going to try to get a full-on new haircut, but things didn't work out the way that I wanted.
Okay.
But no, it's good. And I got a chance to go through some of the clips on NPR and was it What a Day? So I got news there, and then I got your clips as well. So,
So before we jump into the head first, what did you do with your hiatus and your time off?
I did a lot of reading, and I got a new exercise schedule.
Oh, me too. I hate it. I'm telling you what, people don't realize, I'm going to the gym. Fat is fun. Fuck y'all. It's fun,
right?
And it's delicious. All this thinking about what you want to eat is kind of hard. What's up, Swag? Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to you too. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
It's a little disorienting, I'm going to tell you.
It's we're fine back there. But speaking of welcome back, he will be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and he will have his booty in that seat where it belongs. We have all taken a well-deserved vacation, and we have come back rested and ready to give it to you from the back. Ow! So let's go ahead and get this party rocking. Thanks for joining us. Go ahead. Well, and it's topic roulette. Whatever button Malcolm pushes.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the funny fat video, I guess.
Is that first?
Yeah, do you want to do that?
Gay? No, that's kind of at the end.
Okay. So let's just get into the news then. Let's see if this will play then.
Were the numbers wrong? Do you have any hard evidence that you can present to the American public that these numbers, these revisions that were reported, and there were plenty of revisions under former President Biden, including right before the election, do you have any hard evidence that these numbers were wrong?
Yeah, there is very hard evidence that we're looking at the biggest revision since 1968.
Are you going to present that evidence?
If you look at the number itself, it is the evidence.
But you're saying it's an outlier, it's not evidence, Mr. Hassett.
It's a historically important outlier. It's something that's unprecedented.
Still
so unprecedented
it's still
that
not
I've been looking at
evidence,
it for 40 years, and I'm like, it must be a typo.
Kevin Hassett, the director of the White House National Economic Council, defended President Trump's decision to fire the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics during an interview on NBC Sunday. On Friday, Trump fired Commissioner Erica McIntyre after the most recent jobs report from her team of experienced economists made him look like he's running the U.S. economy like a man who's bankrupted multiple casinos. Oh, wait. The report showed the U.S. only added 73,000 jobs last month, way lower than expected. The BLS also revised down its job numbers for May and June by a whopping 258,000. It suggests the job market is, well, it's not doing great right now. Trump accused McIntyre of faking the data in the report for political purposes. Did he have any evidence? Nope. But clearly, there's no way the president's erratic tariff spree could have caused economic instability. It's much more logical that yet another woman is lying, just to spite him. Here's what the president said to reporters on Friday.
We're doing so well. I believe the numbers were phony, just like they were before the election, and there were other times. So you know what I did? I fired her. And you know what? I did the right thing.
Oh, okay. But William Beach, the guy who led the Bureau during Trump's first term, defended McIntyre on Friday. He said there's no way the commissioner could interfere in the revision process, which is conducted by a team of career employees. When asked if Trump is prepared to fire anyone who reports data he disagrees with, Hassett said, quote, "Absolutely not. The president wants his own people there so that when we see the numbers, they are more transparent and more reliable." Cool. That's totally not suspicious.
Oh, I don't even know where. Yeah. You know, when we used to use the term Banana Republic, when we used to talk about going to the mall. Not anymore. Congratulations, those who voted for him. You have turned us into a third world country where we can no longer trust in our government to give us facts. We have the premier numbers team in the world. We are copied by people, well, up until now. But this would bite him in the ass, because you heard what he said, right? Right before the election, the numbers were, they were down. They made Biden's job numbers were terrible the last quarter before she lost the election.
Yeah.
Good job, ass bucket.
Here's one of the scary things that's interesting is, of course, depending on who he puts in place and if he gets loyalists to give him the numbers that he wants, he's already made he's clearly trying to have more control than he should. Like one of the things, this is one area in which he actually does have the right to fire this woman.
He does.
But I think that he is wanting to manipulate the data in order to, do the lying that he always does. The lie, like, oh, everything's great, it's wonderful, best economy ever,
But I'm sorry, but I gotta get this out before I throw up. He's coming up. It's regurgitable. Dude, you can't lie, and this is how I believe Harris lost. You can't be tone deaf to what's actually going on. We are feeling it. We are feeling it. Yeah, we are feeling it. It is.
There's one area, interestingly, in the numbers for recent college graduates. It's the first time that this has ever happened that recent college graduates' unemployment rate is higher than the general unemployment rate. What it's suggesting is that companies are not hiring entry-level people anymore. They are turning more towards automation like AI and hiring more experienced people and running these algorithmic type advisory bots to help more advanced people to do lower level sort of grunt work,
Yep.
This is really crazy because they were just saying people who are graduating from top level, colleges, putting in applications, 200 different applications, expecting a job because, these institutions are notable for helping their graduates find jobs, just not getting work because that's what the current situation is like. Plus, all the stuff with the tariffs still up in flux. Apparently, they're going to resolve that this week or next week. I don't know, but
it won't. I am so sick of that. I am, because it is tearing up the economy.
It is.
It's and just like with Mexico. We'll get it right, and the day first, they have to the 12th of the month, and it's 90 the days, and it's we're at the table. What is it, Don? Tell us, what is it? So I don't want to sound jaded because we have to do this and we have to report the news. So I'm trying not to be that guy, but dude, it's hard to understand that. How many more times can you say, "I told you so"? And how many? I saw this thing online the other day where this white woman had the mitigated goal to get her ass on Beyonce Janelle's Knowles Carter internet and say, "Oh, so now the Democrats are going to walk away from us, and you out there selling books and making millions." video stitched about 17 million gazillion times. It was snitched so much I didn't even bother with reporting it today. But I'm gonna tell you this: everybody went in on her, and you know what they said to her? Bitch, you should tell your white sisters not to vote for their patriarchy. That's what you get. And then she came back with an apology, and people were saying, "Oh, she's a goddamn private ass citizen. You want her not to have a job?" And I tend not to read books like that, but I bought one just for GP. I did. I'll probably never read it. I'll never crack it open. I'll put it on the bookshelf.
Yeah.
Just because I buy some books in hard copy just for supportive purposes.
Yeah.
But we're later on in the show, we're going to talk about how Donald Trump is, all of this is smoke and mirrors. Please don't pay attention to what you see in front of you. It's all very much a grift and a con. Now, the good news is we have 4 months left in 2025. And what's coming up in 2026? The midterms.
Sure.
So that's with your guilty asses. That is your chance to get it right. Go on.
Okay.
We're here on a summer Saturday morning in a meeting announced just before midnight last night, less than 10 hours ago, to ram through a discriminatory and racially motivated congressional map to the full House of Representatives.
That's Texas Democratic State Representative Chris Turner speaking Saturday at a meeting of the state's House Redistricting Committee. On Sunday, a group of Democratic Texas lawmakers left the state in order to stop Republicans from passing their highly suspicious redistricting plan. In case you weren't listening to What a Day last week, which is mortifying for you. At the behest of President Trump, Texas Republicans recently proposed a plan to redraw the state's congressional map, way outside of the normal schedule. It's a nakedly partisan attempt by Republicans to maintain their majority in the U.S. House after next year's midterm elections. We'll link to the episode in our show notes. Roughly 30 Texas Democrats headed to Chicago as part of a plan hatched with Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker. Others headed to New York to see Governor Kathy Hochul. For now, the Democrats' plan is simple. If they don't show up to work, Texas Republicans can't meet the required quorum to pass a new map. So if the Democrats peace out, that's curtains on the legislature's ongoing special session. However, ditching work could come at the cost of a $500 a day fine per missing lawmaker. And the plan doesn't come with any guarantees. While the tactic could delay Texas Republicans for a matter of weeks, similar attempts to stop Republican legislation in Texas have failed in the past. Meanwhile, the Texas House is scheduled to reconvene at 3 p.m. Central Time today.
Yeah, and on top of that, there's some really actually necessary legislation that they need to pass in Texas dealing with the recent flooding,
Fuck that.
I'm just saying, like, they've done this before, by the way. Since 2005, 20 years ago, actually.
They did
the same scenario where after, because the election was, in the middle of basically you usually redistrict right after the census at, every 10 years. But after a presidential election is when you have some of the best numbers when it comes to, trying to gerrymander districts. And so
I would like to thank Malcolm. I'm sorry. So I'm no longer thinking the best of America. Fuck you, America. I am really having a hard time carrying. And if we don't win the House and the Senate back because they stole it, it won't be the first time.
Here's the interesting thing, though. People are making noises about the fact that if Texas does this, other states are going to follow suit. And that's kind of like Wild West. Texas has already done it before. I think Ohio's about to do it. I think Florida's going to do it. And Gavin Newsom wants to run for president.
Right, but the whole thing is you should have voted the first time. You should have got your whatever missing votes of people that didn't want the black woman. Fuck y'all. I don't care. Listen, my date, and I hate to be this dude, and I hate to be the curmudgeon that sits beside the smart guy, but that's the way.
It should be also noted that it's blatantly racist because the way that they do this is they find, strategically find areas of strong Democratic support, which happen to be black people and black women in particular, and they try to put them into different districts, and because they're just blatantly, being illegal. Because the courts are not looking like they're going to stop them. they're doing things that, like, I'm just saying, like, in previous years would have been obviously, like, not, politically feasible, but not legally feasible at the time. So, like,
I get it. We all, but okay. But the thing, dear America, and here's the thing. Like, this is kind of entertaining. This is like, bitch. Remember that time when Siegfried and Roy, when the tiger attacked one of them, and now he's in a coma for his life? Bitch, the tiger went tiger. Well, I mean, what do you are trying to?
Saying, like, some of these maps are so funny though. They'll take like a housing project in Houston and just drop it in the middle of a red district.
But again, Texas Democrats had a choice. They don't vote. So I mean, minus the people I love that live in Texas, Cream, his husband. People that I know and love in Texas. Y'all need to do something about y'all numbers. Y'all, this can be easily solved. Y'all motherfuckers out there, just out there. And so this is what you get. And if we are stuck in two things. Either this is going to end with him in the graveyard or us at the ballot box.
Yeah. I think it will motivate people to realize that the consequences are real. Yeah.
And they're already doing it because, like, I pulled this thing and I watched this guy. He collects these clips, and at first he collected 10, then he collected 100. And I mean, people are complaining about they voted for Donald Trump, but they didn't vote for this. And now he says he's up to 25,000 individual clips of people saying, I didn't want this. What did you want? I want to know that those people that we kicked off this platform, did you want this? Did you want this? I'm talking to you. I know y'all watching. I'm talking to you. Did you want this? I bet your ass is somewhere sitting unemployed because I read your post.
Yeah.
I read their post. You sat up here on this very channel and said you were a proud gay for Trump. Now your gay ass is in the unemployment line. But if you live in a city, they ain't got no money for you.
Yeah.
They don't have any money for your unemployed gay ass. Because your gay black ass, I'm sorry. I left out a minority there. How dare I leave out the minority?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah, it's pretty bad, yeah.
And so I keep looking and I keep searching. I'm like, can someone? I have a profile on Untruth Social, and you should hear the things because now they're wondering. Those who actually did vote for him, now they're wondering what is us going to do? Like the color purple, what is us going to do? That's what they do. What is us going to do? What is us going to do? That they see it. They see he's getting richer. They see it. You finally see it. But when we'll talk about this later in the show too. It amazes me. The bridge too far is the Epstein files. That's the bridge too far. He can do all of these things, but he may be a pedophile. Honey, maybe is not even in the sentence.
Right.
But then going back, and somebody's just been dropping that testimony from that 13-year-old girl in New York. They are playing that shit on repeat.
This is what's so sad. It's like, I hate conspiracy theories. And now I have to be a conspiracy theory because I'm like, there's something to it.
And it's not even a conspiracy theory. It's fact. It went to court.
Right. The conspiracy theory is that he didn't kill himself, but there is plenty of like real conspiracy stuff dealing with his first prosecution.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't you throw a book at this man?
Yep. He just moved Ghislaine Maxwell to a minimum security prison.
Yeah.
I want him because you know what? He was going to set her free until his base went the fuck off. Okay? Yeah. And now, because I'm telling you something, you set that bitch free, those yahoos are going to go off. Because that's his admission that he's guilty. Go ahead.
Well, it's so funny though is that early in his administration, he actually did order like hundreds of FBI agents to go through the files to look for his name to make sure that he had clearance or whatever. Like he didn't want any necessarily bad stuff, and they found stuff. And the funny thing is when that whole argument or whatever Twitter battle between him and Elon went off, he actually wasn't lying. He wasn't making shit up.
Elon told
he was actually telling the truth.
his
name was in the files, not the files that people have imagined years ago, but the files that he himself compiled. Like there were people that Elon's, Doge or whatever helped him, create. And so he was aware of his name being found thousands of times.
I haven't said this since last November till I was pissed off. I'm gonna say it, and I'm wearing my Kamala shirt today. Since we love you, and I'm sorry, dear black woman, dear black and Asian and Indian woman. But here's the thing. Y'all think it's a fucking game. See, here it is. Y'all get now. You ain't get your money. Where your stimulus check at, dumb black people? Bros. Did you get your video game? Free money for your video? Where all that shit at? If you stop and think that he's done nothing for you, and so I'm not gonna sit up on here on Beyonce, Giselle Knowles Carter's internet and be a curmudgeon, because you know what's funny to me, my brother. I'm saying, if I haven't said it, I'm so glad to see you. Like you are actually a piece of my brain that I missed, because it's oftentimes I will go down a rabbit hole and go to fuck off. I found myself in Kroger the other day, just like I need a pill. Because society is getting that way. Like this stuff is starting to trickle down to white people, and this is our everyday life, not having things available.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We used to go into the doctor and they didn't cut your services off. You know what I mean? You're not getting this and you're not getting that, and you're getting 30% back less in tax money, if anything at all. We survived 400 years of slavery. It's gonna be black people, cockroaches, and share. You understand? Because we will, and I want you, and before we move on to the next story, I want you all to know we will survive as a race, as a culture. Because I asked you what you did when you got, but I did some dope shit. I went to go see Beyonce. I seen all kinds of dope movies this summer. I found some restaurants in my neighborhood. You know what I mean? And I wasn't even concerned about MSNBC, CBS. I mean, like, I don't know, somebody got shot somewhere and did something. And I mean, rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner, by the way.
Yeah.
We lost him. We lost Lonnie Anderson last night, Ozzy Osbourne. I was just like, oh, it's fucked up. But fuck his wife, though. I think Ozzy was cool. But, and stuff like that. That's what I'm focusing on. I'm focusing on, I looked at all these queens that made all these hot ass outfits to wear to a Beyonce concert. 80 fucking degrees. These bitches had on fur. I want to just say, y'all go, bitch. You go, bitch.
I have been loving the gayest cowboy outfits I've ever seen.
But I'm like, they walking past Belize with their ass out, and they didn't shave their ass. They just got hairy ass everywhere. One dude shaved a bee in his ass hair. I'm like, who did that? That is commitment. I love that. So that's what we doing here in the planet of Atlanta. You know what I mean? We just doing Atlanta shit. You know what I mean? We throwing chicken wing parties and shit. Bitches on Sniffy sucking dick. I mean, this is what we're doing. I mean, you know what I mean? Because that shout out to K Mills. Because I was shocked by this Sniffy thing.
Oh God, I don't know much about it. I mean, I know the app exists, but I heard it got removed from the App Store for some reason.
Did it? Oh no!
I don't know why, but I mean, it still exists. You just can't get it from the App Store,
bro. They tell you right then and there. So I made my boys show me, and they show you right then and there where the group where it's going down. Like, They pin it right there, like at the Hojo. We
And
over
you know it's good because they're copycats coming out. Like that's when you know something is real. And I mean, this is a little bit of a caveat. You may
Yes,
not realize this, but it used to be a thing. Do you remember an app called Foursquare?
I do.
So
That's not even.
that is so weird. Though. Instagram was a copy
Yes.
of Foursquare.
I know.
And the only difference was you could post a photo with your pin. And then people realized like the photos are way more interesting than the pins. And Foursquare just got rolled. And then, you know.
I got Rick rolled.
But I remember Foursquare, it was like, I'm going to go here, get a coffee so I can be the mayor of the coffee shop.
But that's just like when bitches was running around a few summers ago, all the damn Pokemon Go, and I was in the time you'd find bitches just looking down their phone, getting hit by cabs and shit. You're like, what the fuck, bro?
No, people were robbing people. You know, they would stake out like a really rare Pokemon and wait for people to come capture and rob their ass.
And then the other thing is, fucking like Starbucks was like a gig, right? And motherfuckers would these sugary ass drinks, so niggas work all hyped up and shit. Yes, welcome everybody. What's going on, Rob? Thank you, Swag. We welcome back to you, brother. Mr. Carter, my day is made. My fellows are back. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate that. Yep, Sammy, I missed you. I should have just called you.
Yeah.
I picked up the phone and called you. That's crazy. You know, thank you for that.
I think I saw this dance line video. I'm gonna have to post it to
Absolutely.
Telegram. Kind of, I had to show Sammy.
And let me congratulate you on your porn collection. You have over the 80s, you have reached new heights of porn.
And the book club. I got
now he wants to go highbrow on me. You don't want to talk about it.
I got very good.
Not the porn. Don't talk about the porn. Right.
Let's do another news story real quick.
Yeah. Be very quiet about the porn. Don't talk about
The U.S. Office of Special Counsel is launching an investigation into former Special Counsel Jack Smith. He oversaw 2 federal criminal cases against President Trump over his handling of classified documents after he left office and efforts to overturn the 2020 election. The watchdog agency confirmed reports Saturday. Days earlier, Arkansas Republican Senator Tom Cotton asked the OSC to investigate Smith. In a series of posts to Twitter, Cotton insinuated that Smith's activities were a violation of the Hatch Act. The law limits federal employees from certain political activities. Its goal is to remove partisan influence over how the government functions. On Twitter, Cotton accused Smith of, quote, unprecedented interference in the 2024 presidential election, and said the investigations were, quote, nothing more than a tool for the Biden and Harris campaigns, i.e. the campaigns that did not win the 2024 election. It's not totally clear what the end goal here. The Hatch Act only applies to current federal workers, and Smith left the government after winding down the two Trump cases.
Funding for this program is provided in part by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
The Corporation for Public Broadcasting, whose name you've heard a million times at the end of a million episodes of Sesame Street and Arthur, announced Friday it's shutting down. Through Congress, the CPB helps provide funding for NPR, and more than 1,000 local radio stations. But last month, Republicans in Congress clawed back $1 billion in federal funding seemed to be supposed to get for the next 2 years. It was part of a big decisions package pushed by President Trump and also committed to foreign aid. And just last week, the Senate Appropriations Committee doubled down on those cuts through its CPB funding in a bigger 2026 spending. Washington Democratic Senator Patty Murray commented on this.
It is a shameful reality, and now communities across the country will suffer the consequences as over 1,500 stations lose critical funding. I really hope that Republicans will join us to restore this funding down the line, and I want you to know I'm going to keep pushing to do that.
In a statement, the CPB said most rules there would conclude by the end of September. The CPB was created almost 60 years ago following the passage of the Public Broadcasting Act of 1967. Since then, they supported local journalism, educational programming, emergency communications, and more throughout the United States.
Okay, I was
giving it. Oh, I don't even know what to say. But I do know what to say. I know what the fuck to say. I mean, fucking bro. This is just
You get what you got. You get what you get. And I don't know. Gosh, I don't know how to say this, but don't be just fucking dick on. I mean, on and on. We could go on the same get what you get. I mean, at the end of the day, that's the gist of the deal. But you know, just in case this is what you want it. You know, talk now like I tell white people, talk to you from a white, you from whiter, and you know what I mean. Talk to you from a white people, let them know that.
No, go ahead. I'm having some audio issues.
Okay. You sound pretty good over here. But you know, talk to fellow black people, talk to fellow women. I mean, like I don't hold to say, like the sympathy trials doing. Where yeah, like you know, even when I run into like a government cost issue, you know. I just maybe over 36 months. I was like, you know, what the hell, man? Before I know it, shit, I just like that. You became a Booker T, and you know, I mean, you just go through it day by day. And like I said, so maybe as much as he embraces himself, man, you know, that's what I want to keep up the embarrassment. I want to keep up that foolish behavior. Scotland. When they tried to ask what Scotland, they said the American criminal felon is in Scotland. And the Prime Minister of Scotland said, I was a bald man, said, I am not available to meet with them because I have to wash my hair. And then he didn't say, but I said, with the Prime Minister, I'm as a bald man, you know. And I don't know what's going on. It's like something is going on with Macron and his wife, but they have been all found out to be secret contaminants. I don't know if that's just again to the hard demands, good graces. But hey, I was just glad World War III didn't start when they could have. And maybe all finally, I don't know, about a year or two, I don't know. But the question I ask myself, putting people, is when will somebody say, you're not even doing what's best for your constituents, you're doing what's best for the own people? Like, what about the people that actually voted for you, that believe that you have a platform, that you have something to say, like Republican of it, what just honestly to God, good hard-working people, and they just believe in the Republican bullshit. You know what I mean? What about those people that turn Michael? They don't turn Michael. No, not today. I mean, I don't mean to shit, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, not today.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there's something on my end where I can hear you. But it sounds distorted. But that's just so no one else.
Well, some tell me. Some making my house. When those karate interviews, I will have been my brothers die.
Well, I can go to the next story.
So that's good.
President Trump has issued updated tariff rates on dozens of countries, plus the European Union. These will take effect later this week. Last night, Trump explained what he's seeking. But some economic organizations, such as the Yale Budget Lab, are warning the effects of these tariffs will cost American households. Lab estimates the average U.S. household cost of President Trump's tariffs will be $2,400 this year. Clothes and textiles will see the greatest effect. In Israel, people are reacting to two new videos of hostages that have surfaced. These show the two hostages in dire conditions. NPR's Eleanor Beardsley says many Israelis are demanding that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu bring the hostages home.
There were hopes that the desperate condition of these hostages in the videos might force him to agree with a deal with Hamas to come out, but last night, a person familiar with the details and not authorized to speak publicly told NPR that among Israeli officials, quote, there's a growing understanding that Hamas is not interested in a deal, and therefore the is pushing for the release of the hostages through military defeat. But the hostage families say any military action this evening would be a death sentence.
And Bureau's Eleanor Beerson
Okay.
Like Mom was laughing with somebody in the street every day, and he said, "Do you honestly think that I've been talking to the fellow white people with work?" I said, "No." He said, "John, absolutely not." And I think I was talking, we talked last season about this a little bit. The internet has put everybody in their own bubble.
Yeah.
And in your bubble, you were star, and everybody cares what you're going to get from Starbucks. And we all want to know what you're going to eat from McDonald's and all this stuff. And you're at the store. If you get 12 likes, you're validated. You know, you're up here, you're validated. It's good. No, it won't make a difference, my friend. But what's making a difference is, unfortunately, we all have to suffer together. You know, unfortunately, kids have to die because they're not getting vaccinated. And when I tell you that my empathy train is over, because we said here on this for we told, listen, this is what you do. You vote. We need to, if you want these policies, and if you no, you're not going to agree with everything that every politician does.
Right.
You know, yeah, I mean, so what? You know, I have no. I'm not going to say I don't have a clue because that would be stupid because I know what needs to be done because I do. But, you know, we're going to have to come and forgive something from people if we want to bring this back into the full circle and, you know, accept their policy, bring them back to him, use them to bring them back to him like they did us.
Yeah.
And then go from there. Because what's happening is we cannot, so we suffer from patriarchy as well. See what I'm saying? It's different. So we're going to church and I say, well, women can't preach, women shouldn't be today. Unfortunately, I no longer living that way. And what happens is we are suffering from, we don't want to understand that we're suffering from patriarchy on the left as well. So we have to throw that out the window. We have to really do this. Trans people exist in the world, gay people exist in the world. We have to understand it's not about us, it is about future generation and the preservation of life and liberty. And once we understand the preservation of life as finished, we will then have a different understanding of what voting and preservation of freedom is. But I don't think we've never really had a real challenge in days and hundreds of years to our sovereignty. But I'm not being hyperbolic when I say this. Preserving the version, I'm like, it's the whatever form, just so you can live for the next day. It's keeping some sense of safety there. It's keeping some sort of insurance in place. It's some sort of health and welfare. And I don't mean welfare in the sense of getting something. I mean the sense of welfare, the health of welfare. Because we can all lose. Right, some people did think that was fine, and that's the where we can all lose our sense of we can all lose our compass. That's it. Once we lose our compass, because I'm there, like when I said to you, Terrence, and I've lost the conversion train from these older, and unfortunately, I mean, the Roman Catholic didn't have to lean on down teaching. The priest just said this weekend, can it be that way? And he was talking to me, I'm looking at me, I believe. I don't know. I just thought it really was, you know what I mean? Because you cannot be that way. We cannot throw that. I'm insane. This is somebody else's issue. You and we bring it when the next. Well, when the next. You think
okay, let me. You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. To be fair, it's very simple.
They have been charging very, very high tariffs to our farmers, some over 200%, and they've been treating our farmers very badly. They've been treating our country very badly for years.
President Trump was right on details Thursday afternoon when asked about the potential trade deal between the U.S. and Canada. Just hours later, he issued an executive order increasing the tariff rate from 25% to 35%. It's a big deal because Canada is one of our largest trading partners. It's not totally clear why Trump made a change, but it could have something to do with a recent announcement from Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney.
Canada intends to recognize the state of Palestine at the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly in September 2025.
Carney made the announcement to recognize Palestinian state that it is certain conditions on Wednesday. It follows similar moves from France and the United Kingdom. Trump wasn't happy about that. He posted on Truth Social the following morning, quote, "Wow, Canada has just announced that it is backing stations for Palestine. That will make it very hard for us to make a trade deal with them." Oh, Canada. By threatening to tie foreign policy into ongoing trade negotiations, Trump is essentially using the recognition of Palestinian state as their recognition.
Special Envoy Indian Ambassador Hosseini will be traveling into Gaza to inspect the current demolition sites, and meet with local Gazans to hear firsthand about this dire situation on the ground.
That was White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt previewing a diplomatic trip to Gaza today. She said Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and U.S. Ambassador Israel Mike Huckabee will make recommendations to the president on aid distribution following the visit. Witkoff met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Jerusalem Thursday to discuss the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. Leavitt called the meeting, quote, very productive, which is interesting, since as recently as this very week, Netanyahu has claimed that there is no starvation in Gaza. Trump posted a Truth Social account Thursday, writing, quote, the fastest way to end the humanitarian crisis in Gaza is for Hamas to surrender Emilie's hostages. Trump has been vocal in recent days about not wanting to, quote, reward a terrorist organization as countries in the United Nations Group of 7 continue to announce conditional support for the Palestinian state. On Thursday, the Gaza Ministry of Health said that more than 100 people there had died over the last 24 hours. Most of them while seeking aid.
What's probably going to do, what is probably going to do with the Palestinians thing? You know, like what they do with the Palestinians thing. You see that? You see that? You see what happens when you sit to Palestine, loving ass to the house, and what is coming going to do? But you see, with $4 making millions, and way above power into the fucking job, you know. We about everything for a while on the political smaller stage. Yeah. That's what in y'all city have doing him.
No, it's interesting. I remember we had a conversation about like the political situation that he formed a government with two parties that were so right-wing, they were kicked out of parliament. And he brought them back in to have control. And they have veto power over anything he does. Like whenever they were trying to do or whatever, they're the ones who know. And so, like, as bad as they're like in our situation, Trump is the worst part of the party. He is the problem. In Israel, Netanyahu is actually like to the left. That's how.
Yeah, but remember, he brought those matters of the young purpose, the cause, this going. But I digress. I'm gonna bring this back to voting because remember. They was all over there in Michigan. It was a very good.
Yeah.
Palestine. Is it Michigan or Palestine? She said, "No, after that, I'm keep on buying all right." But every time I know something about Palestine, I let them know. I post on the after I'm posting on it. I wonder what she would have did on the set Palestine. And I let them know that you are in jackass. You were one into you seen something on TikTok and you did one. She said this about Palestine. She said that now Palestine's about to be blown off the fucking map. How about that? Can you see a picture of two houses? What restaurants they had? And it's $1 million fault, but they're dead. I will rest, Lord have mercy. Let's move on to the next one. Yeah, we'll show
Okay, let me see.
The family of one of Jeffrey Epstein's most prominent accusers say they are shocked by Trump's recent comments about the disgraced financier and convicted sex criminal. Specifically, the family of Virginia Giuffre reported to Trump's claim this week that Epstein, quote, stole her from him.
Persons that include Virginia Giuffre.
I don't know. I think she worked at his I think so. I think that was he's stoned her.
Trump made the Tuesday on Air Force One. Giuffre died by suicide earlier this year. Her family released a statement late Wednesday. It was shocking to hear President Trump invoke our security that he was aware that Virginia had been stolen from Mar-a-Lago. They added, quote, it makes us ask if he was aware of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell's criminal actions. Maxwell was Epstein's secretary and serving a 20-year prison sentence for criminal and abuse of Mexican women. Giuffre's family also criticized the Department of Justice's meeting with Maxwell. They called, quote, a monster who deserves to rot for the rest of her life. They asked the Trump administration not to offer her any leniency. Trump's comments also called the question exactly why his years-long friendship with Epstein ended. Previously, the White House said that Trump and Epstein fell out because Epstein was being a creep to women at Mar-a-Lago. But Virginia Giuffre, who worked as a spa attendant there, claimed she first met Maxwell in 2000. That's 4 years before Epstein and Trump's friendship. Yeah. That was it. I don't know what to say. I don't support failure. So I don't know what to say. Make better choices.
Yeah.
You know what you were getting. So let's not forget about the women, plural, all the women who there have refused to vote for Epstein and Trump. He was found. Remember to found legally responsible for sexual misconduct.
Right.
Do we have to go back to that? I mean, even as seedy and nasty as Stormy Daniels, she has the right to exist and be. You know what I mean? And whatever that is, whatever she chooses to do, is the way that the bitches that didn't perform. Only fans, you know what I mean? We're not trying to judge them. Some of us love your content. And the problem here remains is we're trying to make something. We're trying to reinvent this. Is how we're trying to say, I got my Puritan minds. How can a man that's the president also be? I said so prevalent is that I'll take a president over him again. It's okay that it's so VMC me too. The two things can be true, right? You can lock up and be the goddamn president, and he can be a pedophile.
Yeah.
Here, I'm telling you, just the very moment when he thinks that we're not looking, Ghislaine Maxwell will be set free. The very moment the wag the dog happens, somebody drops a bomb over here. Don't go here.
Like saying things on, obviously, like also like dropping on underage, just comments made over the years, obviously on these things other than the rape allegations, the dots, they're playing fight.
We keep trying. That was just asking. We keep trying to use the wheel here. God damn it. Different facts. That's the doc. Let's go. Move on to the next one, please.
Yeah, let's do some of the recent. Okay, let me see. How do I
That was good looking at money.
My man just put it on me.
I know you fucking. I mean, ooh, girl, did he?
Yes, he did.
What'd he say?
He was like, da-da. And let me get that pussy.
Not that pussy now, girl. What'd you do?
I did.
I know your nasty ass did.
Man want it, man get it.
That's right. I hear you now. Hey, dope.
Anyway, now I'm at Kroger. I'm gonna make him a meal.
What you gonna make him?
I don't know what I'm gonna make him, but
I'm pretty sure you're gonna put your hoof in it, so it's gonna be.
He deserves everything.
He damn sure do.
I mean everything.
All of it, yeah. Give it to him.
He makes me feel so special.
And that's all that matters. And that's all that matters. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Ew.
Oh, God.
There's the ponytail for me. It's the bamboo, probably a ponytail. And I want to really have to all people to say hello. There's somebody for everybody else. And if you got lazy right now, find a bitch with a white left lazy eye. If your shit left, and the baby find a bitch with a white lazy eye. Y'all could be a match that said, bitch, if you missing a white toe, I'm a bitch with a left toe missing. There's somebody for everybody. I remember this playlist. I mean, it is, and that made me laugh so hard because, and I bet you're a man, but I bet you, man.
All right, let me
Shaft saved, I think it was Warner Brothers, saved Warner Brothers from bankruptcy because they were going bankrupt. And Shaft was $500,000 budget. They made $12 million. Wow. Richard Roundtree saved Warner Brothers. My friend used to work for Stan Lee, who created Marvel. I met Stan Lee 3 times, hanging out with Stan Lee in his office on Santa Monica in LA. He was at POW Entertainment when he left Marvel. I'm sitting there talking to Stan Lee. He's 89 years old. Now, you think about it, as a kid, I'm talking to the man who created Spider-Man. And he's like, Godfrey, I want to show you something about Spider-Man. He's telling me everything. I'm listening to this dude. I can't believe I'm talking to Stan Lee. He goes, I want to show you. Yeah, you see, he had a big picture of Wesley Snipes, Blade. He goes, yeah, Wesley Snipes, I tell you, Wesley Snipes. Wesley saved Marvel. We were going bankrupt. If it weren't for Wesley Snipes in 1999, we would have been in bankruptcy. Black person saving, again, a company. Black people sell. You look at In Living Color, saved Fox. The halftime, remember the halftime celebration? Who saved it? Michael Jackson saved it. That shit was going down. Empire saved Fox again. Empire with
Taraji P. Henson.
Taraji P. Henson.
Terrence Howard.
And Terrence Howard saved Fox. WB, black people saved it. Stars, black people saved it. Black people sell. It's just this old adage of hatred and not wanting, and this fear of other people's success. They got to get over it. We're all good, man. If people think if we get into a certain power, we're going to act the same way you did. We're not like that.
I like that because I want us to know what economic power and the Saturday sit down is coming back. The Saturday coming out and have this other conversation. Truly talking to different leaders, people in my head, what they're going to do, and this should be important to you. This week's guest is my man, Old Fox. Old Fox is, hey, don't you be too shit.
It is true that Black entertainment, in particular, it's American for the most part. Yeah. But I did started this whole genre of exploitation films that people at a time when they were in transition. It's true, though.
Yeah, we always say that, but I think there's a couple more than I believe.
Let's see this. One more.
Donald Trump just appointed a registered sex offender to his youth fitness council. It appears that the creeps are in bed with each other, per usual.
Proud to be on this team. I don't know why. I don't know what we're supposed to be doing, but I'm here to serve, and I'm here to serve you. Okay, so I'm gonna do the best I can for as long as I can. Thank you very much.
What's going on? Y'all are going to jail. Period.
President Trump reinstated the presidential fitness test, which was first introduced by Lyndon B. Johnson, but was later abandoned by Barack Obama in 2012. In order to oversee and advise him on his new interest of youth fitness, he enlisted the help of 3 athletes: golfer Brian DeChambeau, Kansas City Chief kicker Harrison Buckner, and the man of the hour, former New York Giants linebacker Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor is a registered sex offender, having pled guilty to sexual misconduct with a 16-year-old girl. Lawrence was also under fire last year and arrested for moving residences and failing to update his information on the sex offender registry. Coming on TV and saying, you don't know why you're here, you don't know what you're doing, but you're here to serve a man who's also been accused of sexual misconduct, rape, groping women, being associated with one of the most famous sex offenders in American history. This is the hill you died on, Lawrence Taylor? This is what you wanted to do? This is what you wanted to do. If there's one thing I can't stand, it is a
I don't know why I'm here.
Well, it's the definition of cool, and it's the definition of cool to me. And I'm glad we're in on this because I want to talk about something. That's what it looks like. That's what Mass was saying, the flag.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, it looks like it was a half voted for Donald Trump because he's going to do a sickness this way. It also looks like he matches bound for my morons, unless you're a president. Unless you reach your wife. No, no. So I'm going to make it my business to show you this through other lenses, because I'm probably showing you the Donald lenses is not working for you. So I'm going to use your people to talk to you. So next week, I'm going to find some Cuban motherfuckers from online, because the only little ones can sit back to that humble resident island I've been from. And I couldn't speak then because no family knows that from me. And I'm glad you can't find a bitch. Get left from the fact family. I have no idea how to do it, right? She's too old to go anywhere. So there's her and their own fussing. But let me tell you something. When Cuban people get over the thing, they think they're going to make the white people put it fucked around there and found out you are not white. You know what? But I want you guys to do me a favor. So, to see all the new things about the audience, please go to www.patreon.com/NowMediaMind. Join us on Patreon. I'm Carl down a few minutes tonight, so Malcolm and I can talk shop at Patreon. And Patreon, if you become my payment, you can also gain access to our exclusive Telegram page where you can importantly shy about this collection because he's so easy to live there. He's telling them we're a little bit homie. Well, you can join us and then you can take part in Malcolm's exclusive content that he's curated for you. And it's we're thinking up to almost 3,000 individual pieces of this collection. I mean, I'm going to bring that up. So thank you all for last season, Joe Patreon, and this season, if you're thinking about it. We are back. Now, thank God we left the keys to the thing. He held it down. For it's on Sunday. Movies. Yeah. And so, next up, well, again, we have my man's flag. Tomorrow night is going to be a decent second time. Hurry, but undoubtedly, ask the question. How the streets have been. Well, again, is anybody okay? Maybe we'll take Tuesday every day. We don't know, but let's try it. Sammy, he would be a girl. Look at my that fine ass man. Everybody knows he just community D. And the movie, yeah, but looking at it, seeing, that. Yes, we love it, we need it. Yeah, right? And in Atlanta, there's a lot of Atlanta, they always recommend me. Atlanta's not a real place. It is not. That's the scrub for that. And Wednesday, Malcolm is back with a live show. 7 p.m. is his house. I was about to say that we need to sit down, Lord have mercy. Have things with writing people. 7 p.m. The Philosophy King's birthday action for you and me, because I need some advice. I'm going to pick this out for and see what happens. Wait, my Mr. Cruz, I'm going to pick his next and then back again. Thursday night on cream damn Daily Digest. Cream, if you can hear me. Let us know you're okay. Now it's good. He's fine. He's fine. He's back Thursday with a brand new Daily Digest just for you. And while y'all been searching for Green, check out all this wonderful podcast he does. 2 rooms in the bar, he and his husband just sit down and they have the most interesting conversations. And I'm glad that never would have blown up in the new years. Congratulations on a successful podcast. Love it. Well, tune in where we get your fine podcast to the road in the bar. We are off on Friday. I know it's time for Friday. We'll talk about it later. And also, because we've been trying to sell Friday's fun. Yeah, because why have 6 days of program and don't have 7? I don't know. That's myself. I work because I need to figure this out. So I've done some creeping on the network. I've skulked out people's shows, and I looked around corners, picking on people's nerves. Why are you sitting back here? Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. On the grand idea. But Saturday's instrumental here. The girls that Mr. 3 Listen, baby. I have a graphic channel. I have a new thing coming for y'all. I'm so excited. Just for the conversation this week, for the conversation interview, is my man. I know the old folks, the legend, the man, who is a huge gigantic LGBT advocate. He's worked for presidents, first ladies, and kings and queens. We'll sit down and talk about the state as a community. And join us for I'm gonna show y'all pictures of what I did this summer. So come on in. Lots of Beyonce. I was like, wow, Beyonce is very prominent role in my vacation. And they did it on Sunday. Started over again on that. Thick. And join Thick. And the Bird Council is Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can find them on all the socials. What is this? Guy's gonna shoot me in the face. I'm sorry to apologize. What is the screen name?
Thick
Nine. Oh, thank you. Forgive me, I've been over the Tuesday and so the voice out. My brain is still off. Enjoying them all socials. What did you say, Sammy? It's just 9 remarks. Here we go. Gregory, voice kind of question. Thank you. I appreciate it. I want on it, for the weed cigar smoke. Thank you, sir. On behalf of Marvin and myself, please stay tuned right here. Join us in Patreon. We'll be right with you. Thank you. Next Monday, we'll be back with another show. It's a treat for you at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If nobody told you they love you, we do. And Malcolm will tell you next week when he gets us on here together. Thanks, guys.
All right.